Welcome to this project video. This is a project that we completed last year. It was the remodel of a showroom for the fashion design brand Quesh. The showroom was opened in 2012 with the launch of the brand, so the client wanted it revamped with a fresh new look as part of celebrating 10 years in existence. So let's take a look at what the space was like before, and then we'll take you through the changes proposed and the final outcome. This is what the showroom looked like before. The exterior was quite simple. It had a veranda with a small awning on it and the brand signage hanging in the center. It had two sliding doors, with one used as both the entrance and the exit, and the other kept permanently closed. The interior was quite nice. It had a black, white, and grey color scheme. The reception desk was right at the entrance to welcome clients coming in. There were clothes racks displaying the ready-to-wear clothes that you could buy directly off the racks. And there was a fitting room in the corner. There was a meeting table where the designer met with the clients who came in to order custom pieces. And these clients often came in groups, so a large meeting space was necessary. There was a feature wall with spotlighting, which was used as the backdrop for photo shoots of the clothing. So you can see this interior was not in bad condition, but it had maintained the same look for 10 years, and so it was now feeling outdated, and the client had some changes in mind for it. So let's go through the client's list of requested changes. Firstly, she wanted to change the color scheme to a monochromatic one with a beige color palette. She wanted the rectangular opening in the center of the space to be arched. She wanted to improve the changing room and have the track for the curtain attached to the ceiling, making it neater. And she wanted the space to become more shopping friendly and not have it feel like it's primarily a space for meetings. So we added to her list a few problems that we identified, which we felt that if we worked on, would have an impact on the showroom. On the exterior, we felt that there was a lot of wasted space on the veranda. The veranda was quite large, but it was just being used as a walkway to the entrance of the showroom. And in the interior, we felt there was a lack of a focal point, something to grab your eye as you come into the showroom. So let's look at the model to go through the proposed solution to cover this entire list. First, we'll change the approach to the showroom from the parking and the entrance to the showroom as well. So with the current entrance, you approach the showroom through steps from the parking that are on the right side of the veranda. You go down those steps, take a left, and come up another set of steps, then cross the veranda diagonally to get to the entrance of the showroom. This essentially makes the veranda an oversized walkway, and all this space is wasted. So to solve that, we'll remove the railing around the veranda to make the showroom approachable directly from the parking, and we'll move the entrance of the showroom to the other door, which is directly opposite the new access to the veranda from the parking. That now makes this whole part of the veranda usable space, which we can turn into the meeting area and have the interior of the showroom be primarily a shopping space. So let's look at how we'll transform the interior space, and then we'll come back to the transformation of the exterior. First, we'll block up the windows to create uninterrupted wall spaces for the clothing racks and a signage wall. The showroom was already using air conditioning, so the windows were kept permanently closed. And removing the light coming in from the windows also helps us to design for better lighting to display the clothing, while still having enough natural light coming in through the doors. Next, we'll make this wall the focal point. It's the wall that you'll be facing as you approach the entrance of the showroom. We'll put the brand signage on the wall, frame it with pendant lights, and have the reception desk here to welcome clients to the showroom. On this other wall, we'll have clothing racks with a bulkhead right above them for spotlights to shine on the clothing, and a mirror centered between them. We'll put the changing room in a discreet corner with the curtain track on the ceiling, and we'll have an additional clothing rack in the corner next to the entrance. This wall we will maintain as the backdrop wall for photo shoots. Lastly, for the interior, we'll give it a fresh look with the new monochromatic color scheme by repainting the walls and changing the floor tiles. We'll also arch the opening and arch the mirrors as well. We'll change the reception desk, giving it a whole new look with carved edges and the same color as the new wall paint. We'll also include some wood accents on the base of the reception desk and the frames of the mirrors. Now moving on to the exterior. This showroom is located in quite a homey environment. The building it's located in is not a typical commercial building or mall. It was originally an apartment block, but all the apartments got converted into offices when this location became more commercial than residential. So the environment here is quite peaceful and quiet, and we really want to take that into account in our proposed design changes and maximize being in this kind of environment. So for the veranda, we'll construct a pergola with a fiberglass roof. On one side of it, we'll have the entrance to the showroom, and on the other side, we'll have an outdoor meeting area. To give it privacy while still maximizing being outdoor, we'll use vertical garden. So on the side facing the path, we'll have trellises with climbing plants growing from planters, and on the side facing the entrance, we'll have another trellis with climbing plants growing from a planter. And on the front side of the pergola facing the parking, we'll have these hanging rectangular pots with shrubs in them. And lastly, we'll add strips of garden in the parking. These will frame the main entrance beautifully and give the meeting area additional privacy and generally enhance the feeling of sitting outdoor in a garden environment. So this is the transformed property. We really love the outcome. You can see that the showroom is now very eye-catching, all the way from the gate of this property. The pergola turned out beautifully, and the garden strips in the parking came out really well too. The entrance to the showroom is now approached straight on from the parking, which we love. And as you enter the store, there is a clear focal point that grabs your eye as you approach the door and really welcomes you to Quesh. The new color scheme came out so well. It's neutral and warm and minimalistic, making it a perfect background for the clothes. The clothes get to stand out without competing with the walls or furniture or fittings. And then we have these beautiful wood accents on the base of the reception desk and the mirror frames. The arch also came out really beautifully. And we love how the lighting turned out. And the showroom also got wired for music, so you can see the speakers in the bulkhead as well. We love the track lights on the ceiling. The previous ones were large and black. They were a bit too big for these low ceilings. And we love the new changing room too. It's very neat and discreet and hidden in the corner. And lastly, we are so happy with how the outdoor meeting area turned out. The trellises and the hanging pots came out great. It really does feel like you're sitting in a little private garden and not like you're right next to a parking lot of an office building. So that's the whole tour. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see videos of our next projects, then you can subscribe to this channel and get notified when those are up. And if you'd like us to work with you on any of your own projects, you can contact us through any of these avenues.